कर्दमेन प्रजा भूता मयि सम्भव कर्दमा श्रियं वासय मे कुले मातरं पद्ममालिनी आपसृजन्तु स्निग्धानि चिक्लीतवस मे गृहे निच देवी मातरं श्रियं वासय मे कुले आर्द्रां पुष्करिणीं पुष्टिं पिङ्गलां पद्ममालिनीं चन्द्रां हिरण्मयीं लक्ष्मीं जातवेदो महावः आर्द्रां यः करिणीं यष्टिं सुवर्णां हेममालिनीं सूर्यां हिरण्मयीं लक्ष्मीं जातवेदो महावः तां महावः जातवेदो लक्ष्मीमनपगामिनीं यस्यां हिरण्यं प्रभूतं गावो दास्योश्वान् विन्देयं पुरुषानहम् यः शुचिः प्रयतो भूत्वा जुहुयादाज्यमन्वहम् श्रियः पञ्चदशर्चं च श्रीकामः सततं जपेत् पद्मानने पद्म ऊरू पद्माक्षी पद्मसम्भवे त्वं मां भजस्व पद्माक्षि येन सौख्यं लभाम्यहम् अश्वदायी गोदायी धनदायी महाधने धनं मे जुषतां देवी सर्वकामाश्च देहि मे पुत्रपौत्रधनं धान्यं हस्त्यश्वादिगवेरथम् प्रजानां भवसि माता आयुष्मन्तं करोतु माम् धनमग्निर्धनं वायुर्धनं सूर्यो धनं वसुः धनमिन्द्रो बृहस्पतिर्वरुणं धनमश्नुते वैनतेय सोमं पिबतु वृत्रः सोमं धनस्य सोमिनो मह्यं ददातु सोमिनः न क्रोधो न च मात्सर्यं न लोभो नाशुभा मतिः भवन्ति कृतपुण्यानां भक्तानां श्रीसूक्तं जपेत् सदा वर्षन्तु देवि भावरी दिवो अभ्रस्य विद्युतः रोहन्तु सर्वबीजान्यवब्रह्मद्विषोजहि पद्मप्रिये पद्मिनि पद्महस्ते पद्मालये पद्मदलायताक्षी विश्वप्रिये विष्णुमनोनुकूले त्वत्पादपद्मं मयि सन्निधस्व या सा पद्मासनस्था विपुलकटितटी पद्मपत्रायताक्षी गम्भीरावर्तनाभिस्तनभरनमिता शुभ्रवस्तोत्तरीया लक्ष्मीर्दिव्यैर्गजेन्द्रैर्मणिगणखचितैः स्नापिता हेमकुम्भैः नित्यं सा पद्महस्ता मम वसतु गृहे सर्वमाङ्गल्ययुक्ता लक्ष्मीं क्षीरसमुद्रराजतनयां श्रीरङ्गदामेश्वरीं दासीभूतसमस्तदेववनितां लोकैकदीपाङ्कुरां श्रीमन्मन्दकटाक्षलब्धविभव ब्रह्मेन्द्रगङ्गाधरां त्वां त्रैलोक्यकुटुम्बिनीं सरसिजां वन्दे मुकुन्दप्रियां सिद्धलक्ष्मीर्मोक्षलक्ष्मीर्जयलक्ष्मी सरस्वती श्रीलक्ष्मीर्वरलक्ष्मीश्च प्रसन्ना मम सर्वदा वराङ्कुशोपाशमभीतिमुद्रां करैर्वहन्तीं कमलासनस्थां बालार्ककोटिप्रतिभां त्रिनेत्रां भजेऽहमम्भां जगदीश्वरीं त्वां सर्वमङ्गलमाङ्गल्ये शिवे सर्वार्थसाधिके शरण्ये त्र्यम्बके देवी नारायणि नमोऽस्तुते महालक्ष्मी च विद्महे विष्णुपत्न्यै च धीमहि तन्नो लक्ष्मीः प्रचोदयात् ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः प्रातरग्निं प्रातरिन्द्रगुं हवामहे प्रातर्मित्रा वरुणा प्रातरश्विना प्रातर्भगं पूषणं ब्रह्मणस्पतिं प्रातः सोममुतरुद्रगुं हुवेम प्रातर्जितं भगमुग्रगुं हुवेम वयं पुत्रमदितेर्यो विधर्ता आद्रश्चिद्यं मन्यमानस्तुरश्चिद्राजा छिद्यं भगं भक्षेत्याह भगप्रणेतर्भगसत्यराधो भगे मां धियमुदवदन्नः भगप्रणोचनयगोभिरश्वैर्भगप्रणुभिर्रुवन्तः स्यामा उतेदानीं भगवन्तः स्यामोत प्रपित्व उत मध्ये अह्नाम् उतोदितामघवन् सूर्यस्य वयं देवानागुं सुमतौ स्यामा भग एव भगवागुम् अस्तु देवास्तेन वयं भगवन्तः स्यामा तन्त्वा भगः सर्व इज्जो हवेमि स नो भगपुर एता भवेह समध्वरायोषसो नमन्तदधिक्रावे वशुचये पदाय अर्वाचीनं वसुविदं भगन्नो रथमिवाश्वा वाजिन आवहन्तो अश्वावतीर्गोमतेन उषासो वीरवती सदमुच्छन्तु भद्राः घृतं दुहाना विश्वतः प्रपेना यूयं पात स्वस्तिभिः सदा नः यो माग्ने भागिनगुं सन्तमथा भागं चिकीर्षति अभागमग्ने तं कुरु मामग्ने भागिनं कुरु स्वस्ति प्रजाभ्यः परिपालयन्ताम् न्यायेन मार्गेण महीं महिषाः गोब्राह्मणेभ्यः शुभमस्तु नित्यम् समस्तलोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्तलोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्तलोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः
ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणस्पतानः शृण्वन्नोतिभिस्सीदसादनं प्रणो देवी सरस्वती वाजेभिर्वाजिनीवती धीनामभित्रयवतु सरस्वत्यै नमः श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ओम् विष्णोर्नुकं वीर्याणि प्रवोचय्यः पार्थिवानि विममे रजागुंसियो अस्तभायदुत्तरगुं सदस्तं विचक्रमाणस्तेजोरुगायः विष्णोरराटमसि विष्णो दुर्शमसि विष्णु स्तप्ष्णेषु विष्णु शूरसि विष्णु ध्रुवमसि वैष्णवमसि विष्णवे त्वाः तदस्य प्रियमभिपातो अस्याम् नरो यत्र देवयवो मरन्ति उरुक्रमस्य सहि बन्धुरिक्ता विष्णोर्पदे परमे मध्व उत्सः तद्विष्णुस्तवते वीर्याय मृगो न भीमः कुचरो गिरिष्ठाः यस्योरुषु विक्रमलेषु अधिक्षयन्ति भुवनानि विश्वा परो मात्रया तनुवारुदाना न ते मयित्वमन्वश्नुवन्ति उभे ते विद्मरजसे पृथिव्या विष्णो देवत्वं परमस्य वित्से विचक्रमे पृथिवीमेषयेतां श्रेत्राय विष्णुर्मनुषे तस्यन्न ध्रुवासो अस्य कीरयोजनासा अनुक्षितिगुंसुजनिमाचकार त्रिदेवः पृथिवीमेषयेतां विचक्रमे च तच्च सम्महित्वा प्रवेश्नुरस्तु तवसस्य वीयान् देशभूम्यस्य सविरस्य नाम अतो देवा अवन्तु नो यतो विष्णुर्विचक्रमे पृथिव्या सप्तधामभिः इदं विष्णुर्विचक्रमे छेदानि ददे परं समूढमस्य पागुं सुरे त्रीणि पदा विचक्रमे विष्णुर्गोपादाभ्यः ततो धर्माणि धारयन् विष्णु कर्माणि पश्यत यतो व्रतानि पस्पशे इन्द्रस्य युज्यसखा तद्विष्णोर्परमं पदं सदा पश्यन्ति सूरयः दिवेव चक्षुराटकं तद्विप्रासो निपन्नवो जागृवागुं सत्समिन्दते विष्णोर्यत्परमं पदं पर्यात्य अनन्तरायाय सर्वस्तोमोतिरात्मगौतमैर्भवति सर्वस्याप्त्यै सर्वस्य जित्यै सर्वमेव तेनाप्नोति सर्वं जयति ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः
Om Sri Sai Ram. I offer my humble pranams at the lotus feet of our beloved Master. Esteemed elders, dear brothers and sisters, we all have gathered here in the divine presence celebrating the sacred festival of Devi Navarathri. In the morning, we all witnessed the beginning of Veda Purusha Saptaha Jnana Yajna. And this afternoon, we are fortunate to participate in the commencement of Prasanthi Vidwan Mahasabha. The Veda Purusha Jnana Yajna epitomized Bhagawan's vision of resurrecting Bharat's ancient edifice of service and sacrifice and strengthening her cultural moorings to salvage mankind from the materialistic abyss. It is impossible but to admire how Bhagawan beautifully has elegantly embedded Prasanthi Vidwan Mahasabha into this grand narrative. Over the years, the Vidwan Mahasabha has become an effective platform where eminent devotees and scholars shared their thoughts, where memories come alive, where experiences and wisdom mingle to reinforce our bonds with Bhagawan, where devotion is demystified, the guidelines acquire more clarity, and the divine becomes more intimate. With great joy, I would like to introduce the learned speaker for this afternoon. This afternoon, we will be listening to Sri S Sai Manohar, Assistant Professor, Sri Sathya Sai Institute of Higher Learning, Muddenahalli Campus. Sri S Sai Manohar came to Bhagavan's fold at a very young age. He joined Swami's school at Ooty in the year 1982 in the first standard. He completed higher secondary education at Sri Sathya Sai Higher Secondary School, winning CBSE Certificate of Appreciation for good performance in the board exams. He completed BCom Honours at the Vrindavan campus of Sri Sathya Sai Institute of Higher Learning. He completed MBA in 1999 with distinction. After his education, Bhagawan blessed him to join his service as Senior Manager, Sri Sathya Sai Central Trust, Vrindavan, where he was involved in the accounts and administration of the Vrindavan Ashram for around 13 years. In June 2013, he joined as Assistant Professor in the Department of Management and Commerce at Muddenahalli Campus of the Sri Sathya Sai Institute of Higher Learning. He is currently serving as the Deputy Warden of Sri Sathya Sai Hostel, Muddenahalli Campus. He has published 4 conference papers in the area of financial inclusion. He has been an active member of the University Vedam Group. He has composed lyrics for several Sanskrit songs and stotrams for the campus dramas. He considers himself extremely fortunate to receive Swami's love and grace, continuing in his service for the past 35 years. So let's welcome Sri Sai Manohar.
Padmasanasthithe Devi, Parabrahmaswarupini, Parameshti Jaganmata, Mahalakshmi Namostute. I offer my most humble salutations at the lotus feet of our most beloved Bhagawan. I wish to express my gratitude to Bhagawan for having given me this wonderful opportunity to be present here in his divine Sannidhi today. on the holy occasion of the commencement of the Veda Purusha Saptaha Mahayajnam, and to be able to share my thoughts in front of this august gathering. The day was the 25th of May, and the year was 1947. Bhagawan Sri Sathya Sai Baba, who had just a couple of years before declared his Avataric mission on the 20th of October 1940, he was writing a letter to his elder brother, Sri Seshamraju Garu. This letter was in reply to the several queries, questions, and doubts that were expressed by his elder brother regarding the divine powers of Bhagawan and the mysticism that was surrounding his activities. In fact, this letter today is a historic document because it happens to be the declaration of the mission statement of Bhagavan's Avataric life. Swami wrote in beautiful Telugu prose. Swami says, Akhila manavalaku anandamuna gurchi rakshinchu chundute diksha naku. Sanmargamunu veedi cherinchina varala cheipatti brochute vratamu naku. Be the sadalakai penubada tolaginchi lemini bapute prema naku. I have a task to foster happiness among all of humanity and to provide protection to everybody who seeks refuge in me. I have a vow, and this vow is to bring back those who have strayed away from the path of righteousness. In fact, Swami says, hold them by the hand and bring them back to the path of righteousness. I have a work which I love to perform, and this is to provide succor and solace to the poor and the needy. And as we all know, Swami lived every moment of his life, the avataric sojourn on this earth. He lived it by this mission statement. But then a doubt may arise in our minds as to why the avatar of the age, why should God, who is the source of everything, have a mission to live by? Should he have a purpose to his life? The avatar is the source of everything. The Lord is the origin of everything. Everything emanates from him. The Vishnu Sahasranamam says, Yogo Jnanam Tata Sankhyam Vidya Shilpadi Karmacha Veda Shastrani Vijnanam Etat Sarvam Janardanat. All forms of knowledge, all forms of learning, all sciences, all art forms, all the yogas, everything emanates from him. In the Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna tells Arjuna, Name parthasti kartavyam trishu lokeshu kinchana. Nanavaptam aptavyam varta evacha karmani. I don't have to perform any task. I don't have to perform any duty. I don't have to abide by any mission. I don't have to perform any activity. None in all the three worlds. I don't have to obtain something which I have not obtained. But then when the avatar comes down on the earth, the avatar descends on the earth, God descends on the earth as the avatar only for the ascent of mankind. When he comes down on earth, he performs certain activities, and these activities are performed only for us, the humankind, to follow as an example. He sets himself as a role model, and we have to follow him. And that is why, when the avatar comes down on this earth, which is his dharma kshetra, he also makes it his karma kshetra. He performs activities. Varta evacha karmani. He involves himself in certain activities. He has got a certain mission to abide by. He has got a certain purpose. Well then, it's good for us to know that the gods, the avatars, the masters, the messiahs, the apostles of truth, the gurus, all of them had a mission. They had a purpose to their life. What about us ordinary mortals? Is it possible for us also to attach a purpose to our life? We all know that human life is primarily ephemeral. But then is it possible to have a primordial purpose to this human life? And the answer comes very clear from Swami's discourses, Swami's message. And Swami says, yes, there is a purpose to human life. And what is this purpose? Swami says, the purpose of human life is to seek God. Seek God and finally become one with Him. That is the purpose of human life. There are several paths to seek God. We have the Jnana Marga, self-enquiry. We also have the Bhakti Marga, yearning for the Lord. I think for most of us, the Bhakti Marga may be more easy to follow. The question then is, where do we seek God and how do we seek God? Swami has often told us that God is the indweller. He resides in your heart. Swami says, God is present in you, with you, around you, besides you, above you, and below you. There's not much distance to be covered in search for God. Swami says, go just half an inch into your heart and you'll find Him there. That's the explanation Swami also gives for the word Sai, see always inside. This was beautifully illustrated to me by Swami himself. Once, while I was sitting in Swami's presence in the interview room here, Swami asked me a very pertinent question. He looked directly into my eyes and asked me this question, what is the distance between me and you? Obviously, I was looking to Swami for an answer, and immediately he himself replied, and he says, the distance between me and you is the same as the distance between you and me. Well, obviously, it's not any physical distance that Swami was referring to. Swami was clearly explaining that if you consider that God is a very far-fetched concept, something beyond your fathoming, beyond your comprehension, very distant away from you, so be it. God cannot be understood, or God cannot be reached by you. But then, if you feel that God is your very own, He resides in your heart, He is very close to you, as Swami says in Telugu, Sannihitudu, very close to you, then God becomes very near and dear to you. Draupadi called out to Lord Krishna when she was dishonored in the court of the Kauravas. First she called out, O Dwaraka Vasi. Then she called out, O Mathura Nivasi. And finally she prayed, O Hriday Nivasi. And the Lord came to her rescue. A few days after this incident, Draupadi is sitting with Lord Krishna and she asks the Lord, Lord, I called out to you, and yes, you did come to my rescue. But then, why was it that I had to call to you thrice? Why did you not come to me at the very first instant? And to this the Lord replied, Draupadi, when you called me Dwaraka Vasi, I had to go to Dwaraka and come back. When you called me Mathura Nivasi, I had to take a detour, go to Mathura and come to you. A long distance to be covered. But then when you called me with all the intense devotion, called me Hriday Nivasi, the distance to be covered was very, very less. And there I was in an instant available to rescue you. This fact that God is the indweller, He resides in our heart, was brought home to me when I was a very young boy by Swami himself. It's a very small incident. It happened when I was studying in Swami's school in Ooty. Swami had come there and he had stayed for a couple of days. And the time for his departure had come. He was leaving for Vrindavan. The news that Swami would leave in a couple of hours reached the students. All of my classmates began to cry. They were weeping. They could not bear the physical separation from Swami. Obviously, we all have experienced it many times. They were all weeping, but somehow strangely, I was the only person in the entire class who was not crying at all. There was not a tear. But somewhere deep in my heart, there was a feeling, there was a thought that was going on. Yes, Swami might physically be moving away from you, but then He is the resident of your heart. Will He ever move away from your heart? Will He ever leave you and move away from His residence, that is your heart? These thoughts were going on in my mind, and there was a flutter, and we found that Swami entered the classroom where we were all seated. Immediately we got up. In fact, Swami was accompanied by late Sri V.K. Narasimham Garu, who was the former editor of Sanatana Sarthi. Swami came inside and started consoling the students, generally telling them not to get emotional. Of course, he did not speak to anybody in specific. He came to where I was standing, right in the first row. He looked at me, gave me a smile, patted my cheek, and said, "Good boy." This was as though he confirmed to me that what you are thinking is right. I will not leave you and move away from your heart. Yes, physical distance may be there, but I am the indweller. I will not leave you. I will not leave the residence of your heart. The next question is, how do we seek God? For this, I would like to take the example of a car. The car has got two headlamps. One of the headlamps is faith in God, and the second one is prayer. If we drive this car of life with faith in God, with faith in our hearts, and prayer on our lips, the path is clear and the destination is very near. Talking about faith, I'm reminded of the episode relating to Karnam Subbamma Garu. Karnam Subbamma was the foster mother of the Sathya Sai avatar. What Yashoda Maya was for Kanhaiya, Subbamma was for our beloved Swami. She deemed it her life's sadhana to serve Swami and his devotees. Swami had given her one word, one promise, and the promise was, I will be by your side when your last moments are approaching. She had great faith in Swami. Years passed by, and Subbamma Garu, the last moments were approaching. She was on her deathbed. She was yearning for Swami's presence. She was seeking his divine presence. But unfortunately for her, Swami was not physically present in Puttaparthi. In fact, Swami had gone far away somewhere near Chennai. She was thinking of Swami and yearning for his presence. Swami, you had given me this promise, and I pray to you to uphold your word. In the meantime, in the house, the relatives, two groups had formed. One group, the faithful ones, and the second group, the not so faithful. So the group which had faith was obviously telling, yes, Swami will come, Swami has given a word, Swami will be present. The second group, they had lost all hope. They were telling that the lady's health is fast deteriorating. It may not be possible to come all the distance. It may not be possible for Swami to come all the distance and be present here physically. The arguments went on to and fro. And finally, after a couple of days, Subbamma breathed her last, so to say. Again, the argument started. Those with faith wanted the body to be kept, while those who did not have faith in Swami's words wanted the last rites to be performed at the earliest. 3 days passed. Swami also got this news of the condition of Subbamma. Immediately he drove back to Prasanthi Nilayam by car. He went straight into the house of Subbamma Garu, went to where she was lying and gently accosted Subbamma. Swami told her, Subbamma, Subbamma, lei. Subbamma, I'm here. Can you see me? Swami asks. The lifeless body of Subbamma immediately began to move, and she saw Swami right in front of her. She held Swami by his hands. She began to drink the divine form through her eyes. Swami had kept his word. The faithful will always be blessed by the Lord. He had kept his word. Swami took the holy water, poured it in the mouth of Subbamma, and with that, she merged and became one with the Lord. In fact, this story was told to us by Swami during one of the Trai sessions, and that's how I came to know this story. For those who have faith, the Lord sees no barrier of time or space or distance. Talking about the second aspect, the second headlamp of prayer. You know that we all learn from Swami. Swami himself teaches us how to pray. In fact, all the sessions here in the Kulwant Hall, in all our hostels, everything has been set by Swami himself. He teaches us how to connect with God at every moment during our daily activities. This particular episode, Swami taught us how to pray to him. And after praying to him, he himself gave us back the reward. This happened in the year 2006. I was part of the group involved in the drama presentations. And we had prepared a drama on the theme of Ramayana. So the students of the Vrindavan campus were supposed to put up that drama as part of the sports and cultural meet. We had all arrived here on the 6th of January, and the students were very enthusiastic. A lot of effort, sincere effort had gone into the practice of the drama. And the students were expecting that Swami would come and observe the rehearsal of the drama. So the students prepared a beautiful card. They wrote there requesting Swami to come and be present for the rehearsal of the drama. They came and sat in the bhajan hall here. It was the morning darshan time. Swami also came into the bhajan hall. All of a sudden, Swami's entire countenance changed. He became angry. Swami tells the boys, he starts reprimanding the students. I'm dissatisfied with you, with your behavior. I'm not happy with you. Not only the students, Swami also mentioned, I'm not happy with the teachers also. In fact, during that particular year, Swami did not speak to the warden and the director of the campus also. Days passed by, Swami ignored the students. As the days passed, as the drama of ignoring the students began to unfold, The students had no other resort except praying to Swami. What else can they do? So they began praying. The intensity of the prayer increased. The fervor and the strength of the prayer began to increase as the days passed. In fact, we would find many students going and making appeals to the Lord in front of the Prasanthi Nilayam gate, making 108 pradakshinas every night, ensuring that their prayers are heard. The sports meet was over. There was no sign of Swami calling for the drama. The students almost lost hope because the drama is supposed to be presented on one of the days immediately after sports meet. The 12th of January, the students were all seated here. And after bhajan, suddenly there was a news. And this news came indirectly to the Vice Chancellor. Swami did not directly come and tell the students. And the news was that Swami is ready to come and see the rehearsal of the drama of the Vrindavan students in the Institute auditorium. The entire scenario changed. All the despair and despondency suddenly turned into delight. All the students became very active. Everybody went to the auditorium. A lot of preparations had to be made. In fact, the sets were prepared for the Kulwant Hall. The sets had to be cut short so that they could fit into the stage on the Institute auditorium. And all this had to be done within a matter of just 4 hours, 4 to 6 hours. But still, the students were all totally involved in the preparations. In fact, I remember some of us even forgot about food and drink that particular day. Swami did come that evening and observed and watched the rehearsal. Swami was extremely happy with the performance of the students. The entire scene had changed. The prayers had brought out the result that was required. In fact, Swami was so happy that he got it announced that your drama should not be put up on any other day other than Shankranti day. So the drama was put up successfully on the day of Shankranti. Swami was very happy. In fact, he told the students that he would like to once again see the same drama on some other occasion. Not only this, he taught us how to pray. We did pray. He gave us the result. Not only just the result, he also gave us a bonus. What was the bonus? What was the bonanza? On the 16th of January, Swami comes on a visit to Vrindavan. The year is 2006, and he stayed there for 1 full month, giving great joy and delight to the entire student community. This is the beauty of prayer. And this is taught to us by none less than our own beloved Swami. When our yearning and seeking becomes a daily affair, it's a beautiful love affair between the devotee and the God, we reach a state called Ananya Bhakti. This was beautifully demonstrated by the Gopikas of Vrindavan. Swami says that Krishna would very often play this game of hide and seek with the Gopikas. He would stop talking to them. He would suddenly disappear from Vrindavan and go somewhere else. And the Gopikas would go and seek him wherever they went, they would seek him, they would yearn for him. I would say that they began seeking God, and finally they began to see God. See God, see their beloved Krishna wherever they went, everywhere. They began to see their beloved Krishna in everyone. They began to see their beloved Krishna every time. That is the concept of Ananya Bhakti. They would go to the mountains and the boulders and ask. They would go to the garden flowers and creepers and ask. They would go to the rivulets and the creeks and ask, have you seen my beloved Krishna? This was the pinnacle of devotion that the Gopikas exhibited. Swami beautifully describes it in Telugu. They would pray to Lord Krishna. They would say, the Gopikas would sing to the Lord, Pata paduma Krishna, palukuteni lolukunatu, matladu ma mukunda, మనసు తీరగా వేదసారమంత తీసి నాదరూపముగను మార్చి వేణుయందు తిరుగబూసి గానరూపముగను మార్చి పాట పాడుమా కృష్ణ పాట పాడుమా ముకుంద. O Lord, will you not sing with your flute? Sing that divine music to us with your flute. Compress the essence of all the Vedas and the Shastras. Put it in the flute and sing to us that divine music, that melodious divine music. This was the devotion of the Gopikas towards their Lord. On one such occasion of this game of hide and seek, the Lord was away from Vrindavan, and he sends a message in the form of a handwritten letter to the Gopikas. And this message is sent by none other than Uddhava. Uddhava comes to the Gopikas at Vrindavan. He hands over them this letter from Lord Krishna. He says, this is a message from the Lord, you can read it. Of course, the Gopikas were known for their rustic devotion. They were all illiterate. Only a couple of them could read and write. So one of the Gopikas opens the letter, and on seeing the handwriting of her beloved Lord Krishna, she bursts out in a paroxysm of tears. She starts weeping inconsolably. She says, Uddhava, I cannot commit this mistake. What is the mistake? I cannot commit this kind of a mistake. As I see the handwriting of my beloved Lord, tears well up and they start overflowing. And these tears will fall on the paper, the letter that Krishna has written, and all the words that he has written will get smudged away. I cannot commit this mistake of erasing what the Lord has written. He tries to give the letter to one more Gopika. She says, Uddhava, no, I will not hold the letter. My entire body is burning with anguish of separation from my Lord. This fire is unbearable. If I hold the letter itself might get burnt into ashes. It's not possible for me also to read the letter. This was the lofty devotion that the Gopikas displayed. This was because all the time, all through their life, all through their activities, in whatever they did, wherever they went, and whomever they met, they always found Krishna. They found only Krishna everywhere. As Swami says, close your eyes and see God within. Open your eyes and see God without, in the world, in the nature, in the human beings, everywhere around. Let us all pray to Swami that he blesses us with at least an infinitesimal portion of this beautiful devotion, the lofty devotion of the Gopikas. Before I conclude, I would like to narrate a touching incident which I was a witness to just yesterday. We had gone to the nearby village, Bidupalli village, for Gram Seva. We were distributing the food and clothes. As my group neared a particular hutment, we found that the family members there were not very enthusiastic. In fact, they were very downcast and sad. On seeing us, a group of 5-6 students, the ladies started weeping. I tried to find out what was the reason why they were crying. The lady explained that it was just a couple of days before that the only son in the family, all of 13 years of age, passed away in a very freak accident in the village. On seeing us, she remembered that little boy and she started crying. But then, as we were trying to console the ladies, they started weeping more and more. And mind you, amidst this grief, amidst this sorrow, Amidst all the tears, the lady tells, "Sir, when we see you all coming, we feel that Swami himself has verily come to our doorstep to console us and give us solace." We need not go elsewhere seeking for the Lord, searching for Him in the mountains and the valleys. We need not ask Him. Adukakave, O Manasa, Swami says. Don't ask. In spite of our not asking, He is always there. In spite of our not seeking Him, yes, He is there. Vida sadalakai penubada tolaginchi lemini vapute prema naku. This message comes home to us very clear. Let us all pray to Swami to give us the strength, to give us the courage, and to give us the large-heartedness to accept Him as ours. Let us also pray that He also accepts us as His very own. And for that, we need to offer Him something. What is that offering that we need to make to Him? Patram pushpam palam toyam yome bhaktya prayachati. The body is the patram, the leaf. Pushpam, the hridaya pushpam, the heart filled with devotion. Manophalam, Swami says, the mind is the fruit. And toyam, what is this toyam? What is this water? The tears of gratitude, the tears of yearning for our Lord. That is all that we need to offer unto Him with all devotion and faith. And then what does He do? Tadaham bhaktyupahritam ashnami prayatatmana. I'll be very, very pleased to accept it if you offer it to me with devotion. With these few words, I once again offer my gratitude to Bhagawan and pray to Him to give us the right understanding of what true devotion actually means. Let us all pray to Swami to bless us with His infinite grace. Jai Sai Ram.
Thank you, S Sai Manohar. As he was mentioning about this beautiful incident of Uddhava meeting the Gopikas of Vrindavan, we know that in Bhagavata, Uddhava represents the Jnana Yoga. He considers Krishna as the ultimate source of all knowledge and wisdom, and his approach to Krishna is that of Jnana, the path of knowledge. And Gopikas believe in love. And what we can say about this staged encounter, the Krishna staged this meeting of Uddhava and Gopikas, these two set of devotees facing each other, is quite more of an interesting narrative in Bhagavatam. Initially, Uddhava is not able to understand and appreciate the behavior of Gopikas. And the Gopikas are not able to understand and appreciate what Uddhava is trying to say or convey. This is a beautiful framework in the Indian culture that it acknowledges and it accepts that there are different ways to understand the divinity. And there are different ways to approach the divinity. And the ultimate wisdom lies when we understand each other, we respect each other, and then only we will discover what is true devotion and what is true love. We are thankful to S Sai Manohar for his humble and deeply insightful talk. It reminds me of the famous couplet of Amir Khusro, 12th century mystic poet of India. खुशरो दरिया प्रेम का उल्टी वा की धार, जो उतरा सो डूब गया, जो डूबा सो पार. O Khushro, the river of love runs in strange directions. One who dives to swim drowns, but the one who drowns gets across. It's impossible but to admire how a sadhaka's devotion has woven the threads of surrender, service, knowledge, and love into a strong weft of wisdom and understanding. Bhagawan tells us about the three goddesses, Durga, Lakshmi, and Saraswati, worshipped during the 9 days of the Navaratri festival. They symbolize the three attributes or gunas, tamas, rajas, and sattva. When we transcend the three gunas, we emerge victorious, and thus we celebrate the Vijayadashami. The Navaratri celebrations in Prasanthi Nilayam have three essential components, and the three forms of the mother goddess preside over them respectively. The yajna represents strength or Shakti, and Durga presides over. She is the goddess of Shakti or power. In the Vedic belief system, it is believed that when we pour offerings into the sacred fire, the fire transmits the offerings and the prayers to the devatas in heaven. It is believed that the mantras and the offerings empower the devatas, who in turn look after the creation. So the true significance of yajna is empowering others and not the self. Lakshmi is the goddess of wealth, and the sacred act of Gram Seva is replete with the age-old Indian belief that wealth has to be distributed and never to be hoarded. The Vidwan Mahasabha celebrates the tradition of Mother Saraswati, a tradition where wisdom is deemed to be the greatest wealth and thus must be shared by all. We thank S Sai Manohar for sharing his wisdom and inspiration with all of us. Truly it is said that a devotee's inspiring words plow our barren hearts till our inept minds makes it soft and receptive for the divine words to sink in. Thus now that we have heard a devotee, we may have the audacity to fold our hands and humbly request our beloved Bhagawan to drench us all in his nectarine discourse. Bhagawan's discourse will be followed by a devotional offering in the forms of songs from the students of Sri Sathya Sai Institute of Higher Learning, Muddenahalli Campus. Jai Sai Ram.
ప్రేమ స్వరూపులారా,
embodiments of love.
యువతులు, యువకులు ఈనాడు పోషించవలసినటువంటిది నిత్య సత్యమైన నైతిక విలువలు.
Young men and women, what they have to foster and develop are the moral values.
నైతిక విలువలను కాపాడుకోవటం ప్రధానమైన కర్తవ్యం.
To uphold the ethical values is one's own responsibility.
ఈనాడు నైతికమంటే ఏమిటో, విలువంటే ఏమిటో యువకులకు యువతులకు ఏమాత్రమో అర్థం కావటం లేదు.
Today, the young men and women have no idea what morality is, what values are, how to develop the moral values.
మానవుడు ఈనాడు ఈ నైతిక విలువలను కాపాడుకోలేకపోవటం చేతనే చిన్న వయసు నుండి పడరాని బాధలు పడుతున్నారు యువకులు యువతులు.
Many young people, men and women, suffer a lot at an young age because they are not able to protect and maintain the moral values.
యువత అనేటువంటి పదము, యువకులు అనేటువంటి పదము దీనికి సరైన అర్థాన్ని అందించలేకపోతున్నది.
In fact, it connotes no meaning to this word youth or an youngster.
నైతికం అన్నటువంటిది సామాన్యమైనటువంటి పదము కాదు.
Morality is no ordinary word.
చాలా విలువైనటువంటిది.
It is highly valuable.
చాలా ఫలితమైనటువంటిది.
It's highly sacred.
చాలా గొప్పది.
It's mighty.
ఇలాంటి పవిత్రమైన నిత్య సత్యమైన నైతికమనే మనము కాపాడుకొనలేకుండా మానవత్వం ఏ రీతిగా కాపాడుకోగలరు?
If we cannot protect and maintain the eternal truthful morality, how can we be the true humans?
మానవత్వం అనగా కేవలము నైతిక విలువతో కూడినటువంటి ఒక జీవితమే.
Human life is one that exists in combination with morality.
ఈనాటి యువకులు తమ యొక్క జీవితం ఏమిటో, తమ యొక్క గమ్యం ఏమిటో, తమ యొక్క మార్గం ఏమిటో, తమ యొక్క లక్ష్యం ఏమిటో గుర్తించుకోలేకపోతున్నారు.
The modern youth have no idea what life is, the aim of life, the path of life, nor the goal of life.
ఈ నైతికమైనటువంటి విధిని ఆంగ్ల భాష లోపల మరొక రీతిగా చెప్తూ వచ్చారు.
This morality could also be said in a different way in English.
ఈ నైతికమునకు సంస్కృతం మరొక రీతిగా బోధిస్తూ వచ్చింది.
The Sanskrit explains in a different way.
సంస్కృత పదమునందు నైతికమైనటువంటి పదమునకు పౌరుషము అని చెప్పింది.
Naitika morality in Sanskrit is called Paurusha, the valor.
ఇంగ్లీష్ పదమునందు దీనికి మొరాలిటీ అని చెప్తూ వచ్చింది.
In English, Naitika is called morality.
మొరాలిటీ అనగా ఏమిటి?
What is morality?
పూర్వము జీసస్ క్రైస్తు రోమన్ దేశం లోపల దేశ నాయకుడిగా ఉన్నటువంటి రాజులకు బోధించి, రాజులు దీనిని సరైనటువంటి రీతిగా అర్థం చేసుకొని ఈ యొక్క రాజ్యమునకు దైవరాజ్యము అని పేరు పెట్టుకున్నారు. జీసస్ పేరు పెట్టుకున్నారు.
In fact, it has been explained earlier by Jesus in Rome what it is, the meaning of morality, and it is called God's kingdom and named after Jesus.
మొరాలిటీ అనగా మానవత్వం నందు దైవత్వం ఆవిర్భవించి దివ్యత్వాన్ని జగత్తునకు బోధించడమే నిజమైన నైతికమునకు అర్థము.
The true meaning of morality is to cognize the divinity in humanity and to share the same with others.
ఇంగ్లీష్ నందు పర్సనాలిటీ అన్నారు.
In English there's a word personality.
కానీ ఈ రోమన్ దేశం వారు జీసస్ నుండి ఒక దివ్యమైనటువంటి యొక్క కళలు, శక్తులు ఆవిర్భవిస్తూ అందరినీ ఆకర్షిస్తూ వచ్చున్నది అనేటువంటి ఉద్దేశంతో పర్సోనా అని పేరు పెట్టారు.
But Romans, having noticed the fine arts and the mighty powers in Jesus, they named it persona.
పర్సోనా అనగా ప్రతి మానవుని యందు కూడాను దైవత్వం అనేటువంటిది అంతర్భూతంగా ఉన్నదనేటువంటి సత్యాన్ని నిరూపిస్తూ వచ్చారు.
Persona meant that divinity is an undercurrent in humanity.
నీతి లేని జాతి కోతి కంటే పాడు అన్నారు.
That community without morality is much worse than a monkey.
కనుక ఈనాటి మానవుడు తన యందు గుప్తంగా గోప్యంగా కనిపించలేని స్థితిలో ఉండినటువంటి ఈ యొక్క దివ్యశక్తిని తాను వ్యక్తము గావించాలి.
So man has to express the hidden, the latent divinity within him.
ఆ విధంగా వ్యక్తం గావించినటువంటి వ్యక్తిని మాత్రమే దీనిని మానవత్వము అని చెప్పవచ్చు.
We can call that individual a manava, the human being, if he can express the latent divinity within.
వ్యక్తి అనగా కూడాను ఇదే అర్థము.
This is the true meaning of vyakti, who expresses.
అవ్యక్తమైనటువంటి శక్తిని వ్యక్తీకరింపజేసేటువంటి మానవునికి వ్యక్తి అని పేరు.
That which is hidden, avyakta, is expressed vyakta, then he is individual or vyakti.
కానీ అట్టి వ్యక్తం చేయనటువంటి యొక్క మానవుని వ్యక్తి అని పిలిచటం కూడాను సరి అయినటువంటి పదం కాదు.
We cannot call him an individual or vyakti if he does not express the divinity.
ఈ విధముగా ప్రాచీన కాలం నుండి అనేక విధమైనటువంటి రహస్యములను హృదయములందు దాచుకొని దివ్యత్వాన్ని తాను ప్రకటించలేక, దైవత్వాన్ని దర్శించుకోలేక, మానవత్వాన్ని మరచి కేవలము దీనత్వాన్ని అనుభవిస్తున్నాడు ఈనాటి మానవుడు.
Man has kept himself all the divinity without expressing and sharing with others, and he just considering himself a human, thus considers himself so weak.
కనుక ఈనాడు మానవుడనగా చాలా మంచివాడు అని అర్థము.
Manava word meant a good man.
అన్ని ఉపనిషత్తులు కూడాను మానవత్వం అనగా పవిత్రమైనటువంటి వ్యక్తి అని పేరు.
Upanishads also declares a human being as a sacred individual.
మంచి మనసు కలవాడే మానవుడు.
Manava, the human, meant the one with good mind.
కనుకనే మనసు ఉండటం చేతనే మనిషి అని పేరు వచ్చింది.
He has got manas, the mind, so he is manishi, human.
కనుక మంచి మనసు కలవాడే మానవుడు.
So Manava, the human, is the one with good mind.
మంచి మనసు అనగా ఏమిటి?
What is meant by good mind?
10 మందికి పవిత్రమైనటువంటి యొక్క మార్గమును నిరూపించి
Demonstrating the sacred path,
ఆదర్శవంతమైనటువంటి యొక్క జీవితాన్ని అనుభవింపజేసి
making others experience the ideal life,
ఆత్మతత్వాన్ని ప్రకటించి
expressing the innate divinity,
అనంతమైన ఆనందమును అందించటమే ఇది నిజమైన మంచితనము.
and to share the infinite bliss with others is the true human quality.
ఇట్టి పవిత్రమైనటువంటి ఆనందమును అనుభవించడానికి ఏ మానవుడు సిద్ధంగా ఉన్నాడు?
Who is ready to experience this sacred bliss?
మంచి మనసు అనేటువంటిదే కనిపించటం లేదు.
We don't find a good mind today.
కనుకనే మంచి మనిషే ఈనాడు కనిపించటం లేదు.
Therefore, good man is not seen.
మ్యాన్ అనగా ఏమిటి?
What's meant by man?
MAN మ్యాన్ అన్నారు.
MAN is man.
ఎం అనగా మాయను మర్చిపోవాలి.
M means forget Maya, illusion.
ఏ ఆత్మను దర్శించాలి.
A Atma, self-visualize the self.
ఎం నిర్వాణం పొందాలి.
N Nirvana, attain liberation.
మాయను మరచి
Forgetting
ఆత్మను
illusion.
దర్శించి నిర్వాణమును పొందటమే నిజమైనటువంటి మనిషి.
The true human is the one who forgets the illusion, visualizes the self and attains liberation.
కనుకనే మంచి మాట వినరు మనసిచ్చి చెప్పిన.
You don't listen, pay heed to the words though they are said out of heart.
ఎంత ప్రేమ చేతనో, ఎంత దయ చేతనో, ఎంత కరుణ చేతనో మనసిచ్చి చెప్పినటువంటి మాటలు మానవుడు ఏమాత్రం కూడాను వినటం లేదు.
Out of infinite love, mercy and compassion, though good words are told, you don't pay heed to them.
మనసు లేకుండా కేవలము మాయా మనసుకులైపోయి కొన్ని ప్రబోధనలు చేస్తుంటే ఆ దుర్గుణములంతా కూడాను చాలా సులభంగా వింటుంటారు.
Without any psychological involvement, with full of imagination and delusion, those things that are said, they are believed.
ఇవి వినడానికి కాదు చెవులిచ్చిండేది.
In fact, the ears are not given to you to listen to all that.
పొద్దుపోక ఊరి వారి శుద్ధులంటే మీరు సిద్ధమవుదురే కడు శ్రద్ధతోడ.
You are ready, quite ready, be prepared to listen to all gossip and the vain talk of the
ముద్దు
neighborhood.
ముద్దుగాను భగవత్ ముచ్చటాలు చెప్పి వేళ వద్దికగా నుండలేరా ఓ చెవులా.
Oh ears, you are not ready to listen to the stories and the glory of God.
ఈ మంచి మాటలకు 2 చెవులు వద్దిక చేరవు.
The 2 ears are not ready to listen to good words.
చెడ్డ మాటలకు ఇంకా 4 చెవులు పెట్టుకొని వింటారు.
To listen to bad words, we'll have additional ears also.
ఇది కేవలము ఒక చెడ్డ కాలం ప్రాప్తించినప్పుడే ఇలాంటి బుద్ధులంతా వస్తుంటాయి.
It is the fate or the destiny or approach of the bad time.
దీనినే వినాశకాలే విపరీత బుద్ధి అన్నారు.
This kind of temperament would settle on us in bad times.
కనుక మనం వినవలసినటువంటిది మంచి మాటలే.
So what we have to listen to is only to good
ఏది
things.
మంచి మాటలు?
What are good words?
పరులకు అపకారం కలగని,
Those that won't harm others,
పరులకు దుఃఖం అందించని,
those that won't make others sad,
పరులకు ఏ విధమైనటువంటి బాధను చేకూర్చని,
those that won't hurt anybody,
దివ్యత్వాన్ని అందించి,
that hands over the divinity,
దైవత్వాన్ని ప్రబోధించి,
teaching about God,
దీనత్వాన్ని దూరం చేయటమే నిజమైనటువంటి ఒక మాట.
and to distance you from this weakness is the true good word.
కనుక ఈనాటి మానవుడు ప్రథమ దినమైనటువంటి ఈ యొక్క వేద పురుష సప్తాహ జ్ఞానయజ్ఞం నందు
The first day of Veda Purusha Saptaha Jnana Yajna
దీనిని సరైనటువంటి మార్గంలో మనము నడుచుకోవాలి.
wants us to conduct ourselves in the right path.
వేద పురుష సప్తాహ జ్ఞానయజ్ఞము అని దీనికి పేరు.
This is named as this way, Veda Purusha Saptaha Jnana
వేద
Yajna.
పురుష,
Veda Purusha.
పురుష అనేటువంటిది నిజమైనటువంటి సంస్కృత పదము.
Purusha is a Sanskrit word.
పురుషుడు అనగా కేవలం ప్యాంటు షర్టు వేసుకుని ఉండేటువంటి వాడు కాదు.
Purusha is not merely the one with a pant and a shirt.
డ్రెస్సుగా ఉంటుంటుంది, కానీ నిజమైనటువంటి పురుషుడు అనేటువంటి వాడు దివ్యత్వంతో కూడినటువంటి దైవమే.
Purusha is not the one with the dress, pant and shirt. Purusha represents the divinity.
దీనినే పౌరుషత్వము అని చెప్పి కూడాను హిందీలో చెప్తూ వచ్చారు.
This is also called Paurusha, the valor.
కనుక దివ్యత్వం అనేటువంటి యొక్క దైవత్వాన్ని మనం చక్కగా అర్థం చేసుకొని,
We have to understand clearly the divinity,
ఈ బయట భావాలంతా కూడా ప్రాకృతమైనటువంటివన్నీ తలంచి,
and we should also consider outer ideas are worldly,
ఇదంతా కేవలము నెగిటివ్స్ మాత్రమే.
and know full well that they are all negative.
నిజమైన పాజిటివ్ అనేటువంటిది తన యందే ఉంటున్నది.
The true positive is within you.
ఈ పాజిటివ్ ఎవరు ఇచ్చినా కానీ పోయేటువంటిది కాదు.
It will never leave you any time.
ఏమి చేసినా కానీ కదిలేటువంటిది కాదు.
It will never waver nor
కదలక
change.
మెదలక ఉండేటువంటి ఒక దివ్యత్వమే ఈ పౌరుషత్వము.
It never moves nor gets shaken.
శివ 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 శివయన రాధా జీవ చింతలెల్ల బాపి కోన మనరా.
శివ 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 శివయన రాధా శివ చింతల బాపి కోన మన రాధా.
శివ 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 గణ రాధా మీ చింతలెల్ల బాపి కోన మన రాధా.
శివ 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 శివయన రాధా మీ చింతల బాపి కోన మన రాధా.
శివ మెత్తి జగమంత తిరిగేరు ఓ చిత్తమా నీకెంత సిగ్గులేదే. అవన్నీ సుఖంబుల కల్లాడెడు నీకు అవలికి మిగిలేని అది ఏది.
శివ 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 శివయన రాధా శివ చింతల బాపి కోన మన రాధా.
ఒక ఊరి వారి శుద్ధులంటే మీరు సిద్ధమవుదురే కడు శ్రద్ధతోడ. ముద్దు ముద్దుగాను భగవత్ ముచ్చటలు చెప్పు వేళ వతికగా నిందరేళ ఓ చెవులా.
శివ 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 శివయన రాధా శివ చింతల బాపి కోన మన రాధా.
ఇష్టమొచ్చు చెడ్డ పనులన్నీ చేయా నిమ్ము ఈశ్వరుండు సృష్టించినాడా. చెట్టుకొని చేతులారా తెలివి ఇంకనైనా మీరు సచ్చేదక హరి భజన చేయరండి.
శివ 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 శివయన రాధా శివ చింతల బాపి కోన మన రాధా.
పని మాని సినిమాను పలుమారు మీరు కని కని కనియును కనివిలేదే. క్షణమును దైవ సన్నిధి నిలువగ కనులారా కడు కష్టమటే. ఓ కనులారా కడు కష్టమా.
శివ 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 శివయన రాధా మీ చింతల
మహిమేమి సూటిగా పెద్దల బాటలో నడిచిన సుఖమను మూటలు కొరుకునుగా
శివ 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 శివయనరాధామి చిత్రల బాపి కోన మనరాధా
సులువుగా దొరికిన సుందర సాయిని సులకన చేయగ చూతులుగా పలు బొమ్మలకే పడి పడి మ్రొక్కిన పలు బొమ్మలకే పడి పడి మ్రొక్కిన భక్తి శ్రద్ధలతో బ్రతుకుదురా
శివ 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 శివయనరాధామి చిత్రల బాపి కోన మనరాధా
పనిలేని సునకము వలె నీరు పరుగిడి వగిరించి తిరుగుతురే క్షణమును సత్సంగములో నిలువగా సాధ్యము కాదా చరణములా నీకు సాధ్యము కాదా చరణములా
శివ 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 శివయనరాధామి చిత్రల బాపి కోన మనరాధా
శివ 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 శివయనరాధా శివ చితలెల్ల పాపి కొన మనరాధా
శివ 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 శివయనరాధా శివ చిత్రల బాపి కోన మనరాధా
శివ మెత్తి జగమంత తిరిగేరు నీ చిత్తమా నీకెంత సిగ్గులేదే అవని సుఖంబుల కల్లాడెడు నీకు అవనికి మిగిలేది అది ఏదే
శివ 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 శివయనరాధా శివ చిత్రల బాపి కోన మనరాధా శివ 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 శివయనరాధా శివ చిత్రల బాపి కోన మనరాధా శివ 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 శివయనరాధా శివ చిత్రల బాపి కోన మనరాధా శివ 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 శివయనరాధా శివ చిత్రల బాపి కోన మనరాధా
ईश्वराय विद्महे सत्यदेवाय धीमहि तन्नः सर्वप्रचोदयात् शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः
The river of our life meanders along the various vicissitudes of this world and meets its final destination, God. On its way, the flowing waters uncover the countless treasures of life and the most prized treasure, our love for Bhagawan. This is one such moment for us when we can unravel this treasure and express our sincere love for our beloved Lord. On this auspicious occasion of Dasara, we, the students of Muddenahalli Campus, offer a stream of love at Swami's lotus feet.
गणपतिगुं हवामहे कविं कवीनामुपमश्रवस्तमम् ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणस्पद आनश्चिन्वन्महेश्वरी योगदे योगसम्भूते महालक्ष्मी नमोस्तुते।
जगस्थिते जगन्मातर महालक्ष्मी नमोस्तुते। जगस्थिते जगन्मातर महालक्ष्मी नमोस्तुते। जगस्थिते जगन्मातर महालक्ष्मी नमोस्तुते।
वो क्या है जो मैं लेकर आया था और क्या रहेगा जो मैं साथ ले जाऊंगा। एक तुम ही तो हो साई, जिसने मेरे साथ रहकर हर कदम मेरे साथ चलकर मेरी हर मुश्किल को दूर किया। मैंने खुद से तो कुछ नहीं पाया, जो भी है सब तुम ही ने दिया। और कुछ नहीं चाहता, बस एक ही है दुआ, हो ना पाऊँ मैं तुझसे जुदा, हो ना पाऊँ मैं तुझसे जुदा।
तुझको मेरा प्रणाम, हर मुश्किल में साथ रहा है, तुझको मेरा प्रणाम। ये जिंदगी मेरी तेरी है रहमत, लफ्ज़ों पे हो मेरे बस तेरा नाम। जो भी मिला है चाहे बदले जहाँ हो ना पाऊँ मैं तुझसे जुदा। है ये मेरी दुआ, चाहे बदले जहाँ हो ना पाऊँ मैं तुझसे जुदा। पवन और नदियाँ तेरी इनायत है, पाया है जीवन सबने तेरी बदौलत है। बहती पवन और नदियाँ तेरी इनायत है, पाया ये जीवन सबने तेरी बदौलत है। जो भी मिला है तूने दिया है, हर पल करते हैं तुझे हम ये प्रार्थना। ये मेरी दुआ, चाहे बदले जहाँ हो ना पाऊँ मैं तुझसे जुड़ा। ये मेरी दुआ, चाहे बदले जहाँ हो ना पाऊँ मैं तुझसे जुदा। तुझसे मेरी सांसें जुड़ी है, तू जो नहीं कुछ भी नहीं है। तुझसे बिछड़ के ये बता मैं जाऊँ कहाँ। तुझसे मेरी सांसें जुड़ी है, तू जो नहीं कुछ भी नहीं है। तुझसे बिछड़ के ये बता मैं जाऊँगा।
When God decides to take the human form on earth, it's indeed a good fortune to be the mother of the Avatar himself. The relationship between the mother and a child is a joy for all who witness the wonderful play of feelings. The Supreme Lord of the 14 worlds took the form of little Krishna, and what great good fortune was it of Mother Yashoda to be addressed by the Divine Lord as Amma. Mother Yashoda was indeed fortunate to fondle the little Krishna and enjoy his childish pranks. We offer the next song to you, entitled Ennatavam Seidhanai.
the universal preceptor, the son of Vasudeva, who granted supreme bliss to humankind. In the war of Kurukshetra, Arjuna asked the Supreme Lord Krishna, who is well versed in yoga, whether the person who worships the form or the formless. Swami, you made us understand that we should be steadfast with supreme Shraddha, concentration, with our thoughts adoring you, and thereafter live in you. It was you who taught us to be equanimous to a friend or foe in honor and dishonor. Your omnipresence prevails in this earth. You are the deliverer from the ocean of the mortal samsara, the cycle of birth and death. You also taught us devotion is the easiest path to reach God. It doesn't require any qualification, nor it is dependent on age, time, or place. The path of devotion enables us to reach the ultimate goal of life. This is our offering to you, infused with love and devotion.
अर्जुन उवाच एवं सततयुक्ता ये भक्तास्त्वां पर्युपासते ये चाप्यक्षरमव्यक्तं तेषां के योगवित्तमाः। श्रीभगवानुवाच मय्यावेश्य मनो ये मां नित्ययुक्ता उपासते श्रद्धया परयोपेता ते मे युक्ततमा मताः। ये त्वक्षरमनिर्देश्यम् अव्यक्तं पर्युपासते सर्वत्र गमचिन्त्यं च कूटस्थमचलं ध्रुवम् संनियम्येन्द्रियग्रामं सर्वत्र समबुद्धयः ते प्राप्नुवन्ति मामेव सर्वभूतहिते रताः। क्लेशोऽधिकतरस्तेषाम् अव्यक्तासक्तचेतसाम् अव्यक्ता हि गतिर्दुःखं देहवद्भिरवाप्यते।
हेतु सर्वाणि कर्माणि मयि सन्न्यस्य मत्परः अनन्येनैव योगेन मां ध्यायन्त उपासते तेषामहं समुद्धर्ता मृत्युसंसारसागरात् भवामि न चिरात् पाता मय्यावेशितचेतसा मय्येवामनाधस्त्वा मयि बुद्धिं निवेशयः निवसिष्यसि मय्येव अतः पूर्वं न संशयः अतः चित्तं समाधातुं न शक्नोषि मयि स्थिरम् अभ्यासयोगेन ततो मामिच्छाप्तुं धनञ्जय अभ्यासेभ्यः समर्थोऽसि मत्कर्म परमो भव मदर्थमपि कर्माणि कुर्वन् सिद्धिमवाप्स्यसि।
शक्तोऽसि कर्तुं मद्योगमाश्रितः सर्वकर्मफलत्यागं कुरु यथात्मवान् श्रेयो हि ज्ञानमभ्यासात्
दृश्यते ध्यानात् कर्मफलत्याग त्यागाच्चान्तेरनन्तरम् अद्वेष्टा सर्वभूतानां मैत्रः करुण एव च निर्ममो निरहङ्कारः समदुःखः सुखक्षमी सन्तुष्टः सततं योगी यतात्मा दृढनिश्चयः मय्यर्पितमनो बुद्धिः यो मद्भक्तः स मे प्रियः यस्मान्नो द्विजते लोको लोकान्नो द्विजते च यः हर्षामर्षभयोद्वेगैः मुक्तो यः स च मे प्रियः
अनपेक्ष्य शुचिर्दक्ष उदासीनो गतव्यतः सर्वारम्भः परित्यागी यो मद्भक्तः स मे प्रियः यो न हृष्यति न द्वेष्टि न शोचति न काङ्क्षति शुभाशुभः परित्यागी भक्तिमान् यः स मे प्रियः समशत्रौ च मित्रे च तथा मानापमानयोः शीतोष्ण सुखदुःखेषु समसङ्गविवर्जितः तुल्यनिन्दास्तुतिर्मौनी सन्तुष्टो येन केनचित् अनिकेतस्थिरमतिः भक्तिमान् मे प्रियो नरः हेतुधर्म्यामृतमेनं यथोक्तं पर्युपासते श्रद्धादानामत्परमा भक्तास्तेऽतीव मे प्रियः
लेकिन कभी दूर न हो पाया तेरे आंगन का नूर हर बार मुझे यहीं खींच लाया सच की राहों पे प्यार से चलना तूने ही तो सिखाया जो है तेरा करूँ मैं तुझको अर्पण मैं तेरा दर्पण ये हमारा अटूट बंधन
की दिवाली, तेरे अंगनों की छाया, तेरे संग सावन आया। फिर ले तो चाहे नजर चाहे चुरा ले, लौट के तो आएगा रे शर्त लगा रे। बीजा तेरा रंग थमे तो, बीजा तेरा रंग थमे तो, जिया तेरे ढंग से मैं तो। तू ही था मौला, तू ही मौला मेरे, तू ही मेरी जान। मौला मेरे, तू ही मेरी जान। मिट्टी मेरी भी तू ही, वही मेरे घी और चूरी, वही राझे मेरे वही, वही सेवैया वही तू। तुझसे ही रुठना रे मुझे ही मनाना, तेरा मेरा नाता कोई तू जाना जाना। बीजा तेरा रंग थमे तो, बीजा तेरा रंग थमे तो, जिया तेरे ढंग से मैं तो। तू ही था मौला, तू ही मौला मेरे, तू ही मेरी जान। मौला मेरे, तू ही मेरी जान। मौला मेरे, तू ही मेरी जान।
The name Rama is the sole refuge to the destitute and the source of eternal bliss for the craving soul. Swami, you freed Ahalya, Sabari, and many others who were eagerly awaiting your arrival in the Treta Yuga. In this Kali Yuga, you descended as Sai Rama and encouraged everybody to tread the paths of their choice to ultimately merge in your nameless form. We, your students, dwell upon your Rama principle in this song entitled Deena Dayalu Rama.
दयालु राम जय सीता वल्लभ राम। दीन दयालु राम जय सीता वल्लभ राम। श्रितजनपालक रघुपति राघव श्रितजनपालक रघुपति राघव पीताम्बरधर पावन राम दीन दयालु राम जय सीतावल्लभ राम दीन दयालु राम जय सीतावल्लभ കൗസല്യാത്മജ നീ തൊടുമ്പോൾ ശിലയും മഹജയായി മാറുന്നു കൗസല്യാത്മജ നീ തൊടുമ്പോൾ ശിലയും മഹജയായി മാറുന്നു ശ്രീ പരിപാലക പരിപാലക നിന്നെ ഭജിച്ചാൽ ഭവദുരിതങ്ങൾ തീർന്നൊഴിയുന്നു രാമ ഹരേ ജയ രാമ ഹരേ രാമ ഹരേ ജയ രാമ ഹരേ ദീന ദയാലു രാമ ജയ സീതാവല്ലഭ രാമ ദീന ദയാലു രാമ ജയ സീതാവല്ലഭ രാമ സൗമ്യ നിരാമയ നീയൊഴിഞ്ഞാൽ നിലയം സരയുവയൊഴുകുന്നു സൗമ്യ നിരാമയ നീയൊഴിഞ്ഞാൽ നിലയം സരയുവയൊഴുകുന്നു ഇരുവഴിയിൽ നിൻ കാൽപ്പാടുകളാൽ മിഥിലജനിന്നെ നിൻതൊഴരുന്നു രാമ ഹരേ ജയ രാമ ഹരേ രാമ लंबोदरा हे विघ्नेश्वरा लंबोदरा हे विघ्नेश्वरा शिव शंभु कुमार सिद्धेश्वरा शिव शंभु कुमार सिद्धेश्वरा अंबिका तनया ओंकारेश्वरा अंबिका तनया ओंकारेश्वरा हेरंब साई शिरडीश्वरा हेरंब साई परतीश्वरा लंबोदरा हे विघ्नेश्वरा शिव शंभु कुमार सिद्धेश्वरा अंबिका तनया ओंकारेश्वरा हेरंब साई शिरडीश्वरा हेरंब साई परतीश्वरा लंबोदरा हे विघ्नेश्वरा
गोविंद गोविंद गाइए रे भजो राधे गोपाल कृष्ण गाइए रे गोविंद गोविंद गाइए रे भजो राधे गोपाल कृष्ण गाइए रे मुरली मनोहर गाइए मुरलीधरा हे घनश्यामा परतीश्वर साई श्यामा परतीश्वर साई श्यामा गिरिधारी पति विहारी गिरिधारी पति विहारी मीरा के हैं गिरिधारी सूरदास के कृष्ण मुरारी सूरदास के कृष्ण मुरारी मीरा के हैं गिरधारी मीरा के गिरधारी सूरदास के कृष्ण मुरारी सूरदास के कृष्ण मुरारी घनश्यामा मेघश्यामा साई श्यामा घनश्यामा घनश्यामा मेघश्यामा साई श्यामा गिरिधारी पति विहारी गिरिधारी पति विहारी मुरलीधरा हे घनश्यामा परतीश्वर साई श्यामा गिरिधारी पति विहारी मीरा के हैं गिरिधारी सूरदास के कृष्ण मुरारी घनश्यामा मेघश्यामा साई श्यामा घनश्यामा मेघश्यामा साई श्यामा गिरिधारी पति विहारी गिरिधारी पति विहारी मुरलीधरा हे घनश्यामा
नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय
भगवते वासुदेवाय नमो भगवते रामरूपाय नमो भगवते रामरूपाय नमो भगवते श्यामरूपाय नमो भगवते श्यामरूपाय नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय राम रहीम कृष्ण करीम केशव बुद्ध महावीर राम रहीम कृष्ण करीम केशव बुद्ध महावीर बोलो राम रहीम कृष्ण करीम केशव बुद्ध महावीर बोलो राम रहीम कृष्ण करीम केशव बुद्ध महावीर सर्वधर्म प्रिय साई देवाय सर्वधर्म प्रिय साई देवाय सर्वधर्म प्रिय साई देवाय सर्वधर्म प्रिय साई देवाय नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय नमो भगवते रामरूपाय नमो भगवते श्यामरूपाय नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय राम रहीम कृष्ण करीम केशव बुद्ध महावीर राम रहीम कृष्ण करीम केशव बुद्ध महावीर सर्वधर्म प्रिय साई देवाय सर्वधर्म प्रिय साई देवाय सर्वधर्म प्रिय साई देवाय सर्वधर्म प्रिय साई देवाय नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय
ओम जय जगदीश हरे स्वामी सत्य साई हरे भक्त जना संरक्षक भक्त जना संरक्षक पति महेश्वरा ओम जय जगदीश हरे शशिवदना श्रीकरा सर्वा प्राणपते स्वामी सर्वा प्राणपते आश्रित कल्पलतिका आश्रित कल्पलतिका आपद्बान्धवा राजेन्द्राशयना ॐ जय जगदीश हरे ओंकार रूप ओजस्वी ओ साई महादेवा सत्य साई महादेवा मंगलारती अंदुको मंगलारती अंदुको मंदर गिरिधारी ओम जय जगदीश हरे नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण 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 ओम नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम जय सद्गुरुदेवा नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण 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 ओम नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम जय सद्गुरुदेवा नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण 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 ओम नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण जय सद्गुरुदेवा शांति 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 समस्त लोका सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्त लोका सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्त लोका सुखिनो भवन्तु शांति 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 जय बोलो भगवान श्री सत्य साई बाबा जी की जय।
Om Shri Sai Ram. Invoking Bhagawan's divine blessings. Tomorrow morning at 8 a.m., the students and staff members of Bhagawan's educational institutions will be taking Pradakshina of Bhagawan in Sai Kulwant Hall before proceeding for the Gram Seva. In view of the Veda Purusha Saptah Jnana Yagnam, the morning session will be held in the Purnachandra Auditorium, which will be open for entry at 7 o'clock. At 9:30, after the Mangalarti in the Purnachandra Hall, devotees can proceed to Sai Kulwant Hall to receive Bhagawan's Divya Darshan, which will conclude with Mangalarti at around 10:30. Devotees who wish to attend the further proceedings of Yagnam after 9:30 in the Purnachandra Hall can remain seated. The evening session in Sai Kulwant Hall will commence at 4:30 with Vedam chanting. At 4:40, the Prasanthi Vidwan Mahasabha will commence with the invocatory Vedam, followed by a talk at 4:45 by Ms. Isha Sai, Assistant Professor, Department of Biosciences, Sri Sathya Institute of Higher Learning, Anantapur Campus. We'll then be blessed with Bhagawan's divine discourse, which will be followed by a music program offered by the students of the Sri Sathya Institute of Higher Learning, Brindavan Campus. The evening session will conclude with bhajans and Mangalarti, followed by Bhagawan's Divya Darshan. Jai Sai Ram.
ఓం శ్రీ సాయిరామ్. స్వామివారి దివ్యానుగ్రహ ఆశీస్సులతో సాయి కుల్వంత్ సభా మండపంలో రేపటి ఉదయం 8 గంటలకు స్వామివారి విద్యార్థులు మరియు స్వామివారి విద్యా సంస్థల సిబ్బంది స్వామివారికి ప్రదక్షిణ గావించి గ్రామసేవకి తరలి వెళ్తారు. వేదపురుష సప్తాహ జ్ఞానయజ్ఞం సందర్భంగా పూర్ణచంద్ర సభా మండపంలో కార్యక్రమానికి ఉదయం 7 గంటల నుండి ప్రవేశం ప్రారంభమవుతుంది. పూర్ణచంద్ర సభా మండపంలో ఉదయం 9:30 గంటలకి మంగళహారతి తరువాత భక్తులు సాయి కుల్వంత్ సభా మండపంలో స్వామివారి దివ్య దర్శనం గావించుకోవచ్చు. 10 గంటల 30 నిమిషాలకి మంగళహారతితో స్వామివారి దివ్య దర్శనం ముగియను. ఉదయం 9 గంటల 30 నిమిషాల తర్వాత యజ్ఞాన్ని వీక్షించదలిచిన భక్తులు పూర్ణచంద్ర సభా మండపంలో ఆసీనులే ఉండవచ్చు. సాయి కుల్వంత్ సభా మండపంలో రేపటి సాయంకాల కార్యక్రమం 4:30 గంటలకు వేద పఠనంతో ప్రారంభమవుతుంది. 4 గంటల 40 నిమిషాలకు వేదోచ్చారణతో ప్రశాంతి విద్వాన్ మహాసభ ఆరంభమవుతుంది. 4 గంటల 45 నిమిషాలకు శ్రీ సత్యసాయి ఉన్నత విశ్వవిద్యాలయం అనంతపూర్ క్యాంపస్ బయోసైన్సెస్ విభాగంలో అసిస్టెంట్ ప్రొఫెసర్గా పనిచేస్తున్న కుమారి ఈషా సాయి గారు ప్రసంగిస్తారు. తదుపరి స్వామివారి దివ్య సందేశం. అనంతరం శ్రీ సత్యసాయి ఉన్నత విశ్వవిద్యాలయం బృందావన్ క్యాంపస్ విద్యార్థులు ఒక సంగీత కార్యక్రమాన్ని సమర్పిస్తారు. రేపటి సాయంకాల కార్యక్రమాలు భజన మరియు మంగళహారతితో ముగియను. అనంతరం స్వామివారి దివ్య దర్శనం. జై సాయిరామ్.
Till now, you were listening to the live proceedings from Sai Kulwant Hall, Prasanthi Nilayam. We now take you back to our regular program schedule.